1 minute to choose on this silent run. The boss is the slime boss, so make sure you consider that before choosing. Slime boss silent, classic wombo combo. Potentially some big pain ahead. I think from these options, remove a card is just fine. 3 potions is also fine, but I like 6 max HP to transform 2 cards. Problem with the silent, of course, as we were talking about earlier, 5 strikes, 5 defends, a lot of starter cards in here that we don't want. Go ahead and do this, and split the difference. Strike, defend. Yeah, straight upgrade. So for strike, defend, we got dash and alchemize. And with an alchemize in the deck, I kind of like going for this early elite. That puts us on a 3 elite path and a late shop. Really good. Oh. Potion that gives potions. And a strength potion from that fight. A poison stab, just fine as we're going into these elites too. Get most of our HP back there. We're full up on potions. I like the potions that we have now. The question is, like, do we use them for these more trivial fights just because we have alchemize and potion chances? Probably. Sure. With this many potions, we might be able to go into a hard pool fight for this elite. Double dash. Double dash is pretty cute, but my problem with it is it doesn't scale that well into the late game. It's pretty good. I don't know if I want 2 of them. I don't know. I'm going to try it. I don't think it's very good, but I'm going to try it. Yeah, it's not amazing for slime boss for sure. I don't think this slice makes the deck better. Although it's great with our dashes, we're gonna pass. We are gonna end up taking this hard pool fight just to see another card, basically. And we get more potions. Get all our defense coming up. All right. Last one before our elite. Now, I don't usually like a sucker punch, and I still don't. But it is what we were given. And we got rid of a strike already. Maybe there's a world where it's okay here. Try to save our Blessing of the Forge for what could be Sentries or Gremlin Knob. Very clean fight. Snecko Skull is absolutely amazing. That's what we were looking for in our last run, to really pull that deck together. So let's take this opportunity to upgrade our dashes for the upcoming elite fights. Oh, the cat hair. The cat hair. It's amazing. Being able to go double deep on these potions in a fight like this with really no worry. So good. We get our Dex potion, get a Centennial puzzle, another potion and Smoke Bomb. Deadly Poison, not very good going into Slime Boss either. But with Sneko's Skull, if we can make this say plus, it goes up to 8 poison. It's very, very good. Easy choices. It's been a very long time since I've taken Heel Hook. I really don't even... It's been a very long time. I think that turn right there shows the problem with Dash, in that it's, for 2 energy, it's not really better than 2 damage cards most of the time. Just like Juzu Bracelet and Tiny Chest, that goes really deep. So Juzu Bracelet, if you actually track Juzu Bracelet over the course of a run, the amount of events that it flips from combats to actual events is extremely minimal. Even if you get it in Act 1, you're maybe flipping like 1 or 2 events. So the impact factor is extremely, extremely low. And the fact that you're missing a certain random event isn't necessarily a good or bad thing. Just because you happen into a hard pool fight or a combat instead of an actual event, it's not even a big downside. So we're looking at, what is this actually doing for the run? And it turns out that Juzu Bracelet in particular, flipping combats to events, you're also not guaranteed that those events are going to be good. So ideally, Juzu Bracelet is changing an event room into an amazing event. Like, you're getting your apparitions, you're getting Thwack, you're getting Mind Bloom. But that's not the case. I mean, you can't guarantee that. So what you're doing is you're trading combats for events. It turns out that combats have, on average, a bigger upside than events. So the more combats you can take in theory, getting gold, a card reward, and potentially a potion, increasing your rare card percent chance as you're going through the act. These are huge upsides that an event might not otherwise have. So Juzu Bracelet potentially has a negative effect on top of an already underwhelming effect. So basically any other relic in the game, in theory, is probably going to be better than a Juzu Bracelet. Tiny Chest is a very similar thing, but exactly what Kuro just mentioned, it can also prevent you from getting late act events. So we just mentioned Thwack being one of those. Whatever. Tiny Chest isn't terrible, but if you can take Sapphire Key over Tiny Chest, depending on when you get Tiny Chest, like you have to consider how many of Tiny Chest is actually, this is so difficult to say, how many chests Tiny Chest is actually going to generate for you. It's probably 1 or 2, and if you just take Sapphire Key over Tiny Chest, you've effectively generated an extra relic, right? Because you don't have to trade your next relic for Sapphire Key or whatever. So it takes so long for Tiny Chest to pay out in terms of Sapphire Key if you're going for the heart fight, that it's also not really worth it. So yes, those 2 relics in particular are almost always a Sapphire Key. It's tough, man. We got so many good upgrades here. Five poison. This goes to 8. Goes to 10. Getting dash to say plus is huge. Getting sucker punch to say plus makes it actually worth taking. This is better now. These are better later. This is better later. This is better later. Better with Snecko. Probably not do Poison Stab. It already applies 4 poison. That's fine. Poison Stab is going to fall off anyway. So maybe this is our worst upgrade. Going against Slime Boss, I feel like Dash is extremely good. But this is better for scaling into next act. What was this? This is a tough choice, man. This guy? This would have been another reason not to take that second dash, because we have to upgrade. Good fight. Get a happy flower. Leg sweep is also here, continuing the 2 train. The deck gets so expensive with this leg sweep. It's great later on and when we can get to 4 energy, but man, that's a tough ask right now. Let's do it. Let's scale into Oblivion. Throw all caution to the wind. Eviscerated and chopped. I mean, if there's ever a deck that can do this, it's this one. Shoot. That's not good. Okay. So one of the issues with Lagavulin on Ascension 20 is he starts out debuffing you, so you lose 2 dexterity, 2 strength on turn 1. It's a big problem. Alright, so all things considered, this is the worst outcome we could have gotten from this event, and we only took like 14 HP. But in return, we get an Art of War and a Bouncing Flask, continuing the 2 train, making huge mistakes as we go. Catalyst is also here. Oh my goodness. Sadistic Nature is also here. Just give me Snecko, please. Cat Hair will not. We gotta take Catalyst here. We're removing this. They're done Sadistic and Orrery, but we got so many cards already. I don't actually mind skipping on Orrery here. We're already at 20 cards by the end of Act 1. Yeah, we could find some really amazing stuff in there, but I think I just like Strike Remove. Do we ever die here if we rest? Or if we don't rest? There's potential for this fight to go amazing. The relics that we have are so good. You know what? I'm just actually not even going to roll the dice here. The deck is so good that I just don't even want to risk it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Turn 1 was really good. Turn 2 was actively terrible. So if we had upgraded Catalyst here, that actually would have made a huge difference. Things you hate to see. Hey, you know, maybe we see it again, though. We get Centennial Puzzle, we get our 4th energy this turn, we get 5 energy this turn. Oh. Now I feel like it's too early. You know, we could save it for... we probably aren't able to save it for Corpse Explosion. We want 5 more slimes. Well, we don't want 5 more slimes, but we've got 3 more turns until we shuffle. This would be 150 poison. We would have just won the fight here. It's okay. It's okay. 24, no big deal. Yeah, the 5 more slimes didn't matter, but that's okay. Mystic Nature, why? Right. Good fight. Spooky Ghost form is here, continuing on this nonsense. Sure. Runic Pyramid is also here. Disgusting. So we have 4 and 5 energy with Art of War, Happy Flower. I don't see why we would ever not do Runic Pyramid. Nightmare Kata? No, I think that's a common mistake people make is taking Speculative Nightmare when you can't play it. So it's really expensive, and although it is a potential win condition, your ability to get that in play on floor fights and stuff in Act 2 I think is way too limited. I don't actually like it. Let's see what our paths look like. We have potential for 3 elites with an early shop. I think this deck is really upgrade hungry. So we want to get Wraithform, Catalyst, Sadistic Nature, Bouncing Flask, all upgraded as we go forward. We're fighting the Collector here. So we can make some decisions at different branching points. I'm just going to point out a few of them. So we're pretty safe just to go right here if we want to, and still stay on this path to what would be, I don't want to call it a late shop, but a shop that allows us to have some money going into it so we could buy a card or remove a strike. Removing a strike is massive with Runic Pyramid 3 energy, since we're basically never playing strikes with Art of War. The 2 dashes are super expensive now. They're heavy cards. Ace and point. If Happy Flower next turn. Good potion. We just win. So bad 3 damage here in total. Explosive Potion says hello. Noxious Fumes with Snecko Skull and Sadistic Nature. That is a quick pick. Outmaneuver Plus was there. 3 energy Runic Pyramid when we have Art of War. We can trigger Art of War, which allows us to play Outmaneuver, and then we can dump strikes and stuff. But yeah, the Noxious Fumes is too important. Also helps us tremendously against what's going to be going on in this fight against, say, Gremlin Leader or Collector. We have to take that card. Duplicate a card in the deck. This is so much punishment for not upgrading Catalyst. I get it. I get it. I should have trusted myself. Order. Order was not good. Now, we could have gotten a few more turns for Happy Flower there, but I didn't. Calculated Gamble gets a little bit awkward with Runic Pyramid because we're purposefully hanging on to certain cards, and our ability to get rid of them is really important. Not a great turn 1. We never have a kill, right? So Sucker Punch, or excuse me, Corpse Explosion dash 19, Corpse Explosion, Sucker Punch 13, 19, plus 3 from, or 5 from Sadistic Nature. So that is, no, this is 10 from Sadistic Nature, right? This is 2 debuffs. This becomes a 16 damage card. Oh. Things you love to see. I was about ready to throw down the Wraith Form and take 3. We take 18 damage here, go to 31. As we go into Shop, Elite Fight, Combat. As we've seen, we desperately need to remove these strikes so we can get around to our poison cards and combos. I don't believe taking a Decay here is really on the table. We'll see if that costs us. Rippling Cloud is so amazing with our sadistic nature, but we're going to try to find one later. Strike removes are just too important. Seven plus 10, 17. Kind of like our potions. Poison Potion is going to be great for like an early Catalyst or Corpse Explosion. Duplication Potion is obviously amazing. We just pass here. Easy, easy fight. Kunai, also very, very good. Tactician. Tactician is nice. I don't know if we can... What would we be looking for to make Tactician Plus actually work? We have exactly Survivor to trigger it, and that's just not really enough. It's going to sit in the hand for a long time. I mean, Acrobatics would be nice. Let's... Yeah, Tools of the Trade would be very nice. I agree with that. Ah. Good old elite before the elite. My order! Stop! Real question is, are we able to prolong this fight to get more regen potion value? The answer is probably no. Good enough. 4-card deck, it wouldn't be long to get Survivor back. Maybe. Oh, Concentrate. See, that was the thing. Concentrate is great if we can make it say plus in a deck like this, allowing us to discard Strike, Sucker Punch, Poison Stab, status cards. Very, very good. Probably need it less for the energy, more for status cards and attacks. I agree that the deck needs so many upgrades right now that it's tough to take a thing like Concentrate. Discarding 3 cards, so this is 4. This costs 4 cards to gain 2 energy. You have to play Concentrate and then discard 3 cards. Which is why it's so difficult to think about taking. So it needs to say plus on it. And we can't afford it right now. It's going to keep skipping things. A preserved insect. Remember, we traded in a Juzu bracelet for our Sapphire Key early on. And as a reward, we will go against Tiny Slavers. Ouch. Nice and easy. That's Sadistic Nature plus Noxious Fumes doing a ton of work for us. Blood Vial's fine for some extra sustain. Piercing Whale with Runic Pyramid is S tier. We will take that. Also does damage with Sadistic Nature. Kind of fun. We're going to upgrade our Wraith form. Obviously, it's super important for a deck like this to get that in play. Ah. Help. What happened to the new prediction? Oh. True. I always forget about the predictions. It's not on purpose, I just need help. I need help doing the predictions, and I don't always have people around to help with them. Ooh. I really like our potions. I don't think we need to really do anything else. Where are the mods? Yeah. Fortunately, I'm the only mod for my channel sometimes, and I'm not a very good one. This goes to 1236. Quite enough. See, that's a sign of a good mod, though. You don't want somebody who, like, actively wants to be mod. You kind of gotta convince them, like, I guess I guess I could be mod for your channel. You know what I mean? Not straight up dismay, but just a little bit of that, like, I got some things going on, but I could probably do it every once in a while. Just a little bit of that. All right, you are super dead. I really like our potions. I don't want to ditch them. Good fight. Sewer Plus helps a lot with Kunai, but always deactivates our Art of War, so skip that. All right, so we got our Wraith form upgraded. We have a lot of other stuff to upgrade here. We can probably make it through this fight without resting, I think. Especially if we make this other catalyst say plus. Yeah, I asked for mods a while ago, and now that the predictions are here and popular, it definitely do with another mod, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. The channel has been pleasantly active for a while. So in other words, the need is definitely there. Okay. Piercing Whale as a damage card? Love it. Okay. Hopefully we get Corpse Explosion. All in on that. That was unintended. I totally forgot about Noxious Fume's sadistic nature as the kill there. So this allows us to draw Catalyst and just win this turn. Hooray! Nice and easy. We took 1 hit of damage in that fight. Snecko Oil, not particularly good, but I'll take it anyway. After Image is here. I like an After Image. I like it quite a lot with our Wraith form. And just negating Beat of Death, amongst other things. We have a few zero-cost things here that really make it work, and then if we're able to go to 4 energy, it gets so much better. Isn't Catalyst too OP? It is, but in the face of the rest of the Silence kit that they've just started to work on, there's not much you can really do about it. Because arguably, Wraith form is the best class-based block card in the game. Apparitions is technically better than Wraith form, but, you know, Wraith form is just so amazing. It's extremely good. And it's not... The issue, like, it's not hard to make Catalyst plus kill things. But I think it's less about disabling the poison kit on the Silent, and more about enabling the other components of her kit, Divs and Discard, which they started working on. Silent doesn't boast the highest win rate in the game by any means. So I don't really like the idea of nerfing her. Coffee Trooper? Coffee Trooper's a bit scary, but we do have Wraith form After Image. And Blood Vial, arguably. I mean, it's here. Some Sustain. The reason why I don't like Snecko Oil in the deck, yeah, mostly because we have Runic Pyramid. Otherwise, it would be totally fine. Because we have so many things that say 2 on them. True, Catalyst does nothing on its own. I mean, that's a fair point. It is extremely strong. I mean, if you really wanted to nerf this card, because here's the issue. Due to localization... Dude, the cat hair is driving me insane. Due to the localization, amongst other things and all the different things that they ported to, they basically can't change anything on these cards other than the values, as far as I can tell or derive. So if you were to change Catalyst, maybe you change Catalyst Plus to be 0 energy? I mean, what? Triple poison is a ton of poison. What are you going to do about it? If you can only change the values on this card. Alright, our Empowered Elite is off to the right-hand side. We can Mind Bloom farm here. 2 normal combats, get another strike removed there at that campfire. Now we're occasionally going to 5 or 6 energy with this Coffee Dripper, which is insane. You're easily going to be able to dump our hand, get rid of these dashes. So the fact that we're on 25 cards isn't so bad anymore. Okay. What do we take here? 4? 3? None? Our boss. Our boss is Donu and Deka, so card draw is going to be good. Acrobatics just in general is great to have around. Sure. Doppelganger neutralize, we don't want. Sneaky Strike, we definitely don't want. Get out of here. Caltrops, we also don't want. Not great. Give it Retain as an upgrade. Well, so if you didn't play before the Watcher came out, these reprogram on the defect had the scry mechanic. It was look at the top, forget, X number of cards on top of your deck, and then you could discard any number of them. So they changed reprogram when the Watcher came out to make the Retain keyword specific to or the scry thing specific to the Watcher, and they kind of tried to do that. You still have Equilibrium, which retains cards, but I think they tried to make that mechanic more specific to the Watcher. There's well-laid plans too. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but... All right. $43 incoming damage. Definitely cannot get there. Yeah, I'm supposed to use our Blessing of the Forge there. A lot of HP to trade away. Hey, Dex Potion's great. Second copy of Noxious Fumes, we're going to pass on. We just need the one. Maybe if it said plus, but a lot of setup here. We need reactive cards. We're looking for more cards that say block on them. I'd take a backflip. Backflip would be huge. Like 2 backflips would be great. It's not. Alright, so this is our second event. Cool. Get Happy Flower up. The clean fight. Deflect plus... I mean, it is a block card. It says 0 on it. Sure. I don't love it. Alright, Frozen Eye is here. Love a Frozen Eye. So we could do Frozen Eye plus card remove. Otherwise, I don't really like anything else that's here. We are not planning on going to another shop this act. So if we throw away everything, all of our money here, I think that's okay. The Frozen Eye itself allows us to plan with acrobatics. And it just acrobatics at this point, so I'm not sure it's amazing. But altogether, I really love Frozen Eye as a relic. And we have this neat feature. If you're wondering what this is on the left, it's from the Minty Spire Quality of Life mod. It's just going to show us the next 5 cards without having to open our draw pile every single time, and hopefully you can also see and enjoy that. Frozen Eye, actually, oops, order. Frozen Eye I've never seen as that big of a deal because I feel like I'm constantly pressing A on my keyboard anyway. But that's definitely a habit I've built over time. Oof. Alright, catalysts are on the bottom of the deck, we can see. Not the worst thing ever. But this is our next turn. We do have Happy Flower coming around. So if we get rid of Art of War here, not terrible. We're still going to have 5 energy. So, like, we can throw away Sucker Punch and Dash. We'll have Wraith Form to get us through the next few turns of the fight. And I really should just be using this Blessing of the Forge on something. Yeah, maybe here. Then we can upgrade Alchemize. Pew, pew, pew. Got him. Bottled Flame is here. We'll take our Emerald Key Piece. Pass on all those. Bottled Flame. Start every combat with an attack in our opening hand. We're actively trying to avoid our attacks right now, so I think Bottled Flame is an easy skip. This fight is difficult to block out in, so we might just do like an early Wraith Form here and then trust that our poison's going to come around in time. We don't need that much more than actually what's in front of us. Sweet. Cultist Potion is pretty useless. Prepared. Same idea, allows us to discard status cards and stuff. It's okay with Runic Pyramid, but I don't really want to draw it. Take this opportunity to do a quick recall early and say Triforce complete. Hey, Bottled Lightning is something that we might consider, though. Start every combat with a skill in your hand. Now that's a little more exciting. We can always start with Corpse Explosion in our hand, helping us through some of these floor fights, the Reptomancer fight, making this a lot easier. Yonu and Deca is pretty sweet. We could take Acrobatics as well, just for some card draw, which is probably better. So I was leaning into Corpse Explosion, but I like the Acro. We could make Acrobatics potentially say plus, though I think we're upgrading Bouncing Flask or Noxious Fumes next. Bouncing Flask is a lot of additional poison with the Snecko Skull. All right. Bottled Acro is so good. 4 cards on turn 1. We've got Lantern on turn 1. Sometimes we've got Happy Flower on turn 1. It's just too good. Oh no! Sadistic Nature is too much damage. shoot. This was supposed to be around for next turn. Anyone ever had +5? 5 apparitions on Ascension 20? That stops at Ascension 15. No longer a possibility. Possible Shrine and Dahlia. Oh, well then, in that specific instance, then, yeah, I've certainly had 5 apparitions in total. That I've definitely had before. Dahlia's Mirror on Apparition Plus is incredible. Clean fight. Bag of Snakes is here. Swift Potion is also here. Second copy of Leg Sweep also here. It's a whole lot of weak. I think I will take it. Bag of Snakes is whenever I get Bag of Preparation and Ring of the Snake together, as they are functionally the same. God, every time! Ladies and gentlemen of the stream, I would like to introduce you to your every single round we play freaking Slay the Spire and make it to Act 3. We get to play a round of Peggle. Is it by design? Is someone manipulated my mods to guarantee that we fight Writhing Mass? I don't know, but here we are again. You don't know what's going on. Exclamation point Peggle, that's P-E-G-G-L-E in chat. Every time we fight the Writhing Mass, we get to play a round of Peggle. Why? The Writhing Mass is terrible. Anti-Slay the Spire. The worst part of the entire game. Peggle's awesome. The Flower Power, oh, Blossom Bound. The Flower Power lights up the closest orange pegs. We already know that. It's like a happy little bouquet right there on the board. A little weird. All right, Tula. Tula. Give me that magenta peg. Yes! Free ball, as if we ever had a doubt. Give me that best sound. No! We were so close. When this meter fills up twice, it is the best sound in gaming. Tula! Oh my god, it freaked out. Love it. Hey, Abyssion, thank you very much for the raid. In there! No. The angle? No, we did not quite catch the angle there, but that's okay. First of all, you can't catch them every time. That's the 3,200 ELO level of Peggle. We're only at 3,000 plus, so we're almost there. But we got some work to do. As in chess, as in real life, those... Ooh, baby! Never doubted it. Never doubted it. Oops. Oh, it's perfect, because then we can just do this. Tula, why? In there! Beautiful. Beautiful! Extreme Fever, right in the 10,000 point bucket. Don't even need the 100,000. I think it's really important to be environmentally aware. That's why I'll only drive a car made of imaginary magical bricks. Bruh. Thanks, Tula. All right, that was fun. It's like that's our third round of Peggle today. We've done 3 rounds of Slay the Spire. Things you love to see.jpg. Can you farm free balls? Yes. So you can sit there and get as many combos as you want to with your free ball skills. Just win if we do this? Probably. We've gotten 100% on a few Peggle levels before. So yeah, totally possible. Lean fight, second bouncing flask. The question is, do we have enough poison in here, and can we afford to take more? It does not say plus. Let's go one more. This is the late Mind Bloom. Amazing. Now, I think this is a real candidate for upgrade all. If we upgrade all, we upgrade a lot of these poison cards that are missing it, as well as our Lake Sweep. I'm going to go Rare Relic, but it could have possibly been correct to not do that. I will acknowledge. I would normally say order there, but it doesn't matter what we do. This one's free! Peggle has intrigued you. It's a good time. I'm not going to say that it's the best game ever made, but I will say that it's the best game ever made. Get our Happy Flower to 2. Thread and Needle is our Rare Relic. This is the concentrate that says plus. I don't think we need it. We have not been struggling with that. It is discard, which I like. Let's say no. Go against a small nemesis. Thread and Needle, great with our Wraith form, just allowing us to Wraith form and win a lot of the time. Great with our After Image, too, actually. I think this is enough, right? Yeah. Cool. Good with our potions. Maybe Speed Potion isn't quite as good, but I like it for Dono and Deca, so we don't have to Wraith form too early. Tungsten Rod, amazing. Whenever you lose HP, lose 1 less. Also pairs extremely well with our Wraith form. Abule time. Also doesn't feel necessary. Like, we have so much passive energy here. Yeah, I don't think we need it. We'll take one more upgrade into the Donu and Deca fight. Really love the Noxious Fumes upgrade. Really love this Bouncing Flask upgrade. Neither of our Bouncing Flasks say plus on them. They are made to say plus by Snecko's Skull, so they're currently applying 12 poison, which is the same as this. I think Bouncing Flask is better for the Bird with Arms fight, but I like where we're at here. Okay, we're most of the way there with this Noxious Fumes in play. We're close to just Wraith form. And the real question is, can we apply Weak here? Question 2, do we even need to? We can get to 30 block. Not without dash. Wasn't sweep the best? Sometimes. We have 2 copies of Leg Sweep and a Neutralize with the Sucker Punch, so like the weak package is there. In terms of block efficiency, if your weak is already covered, this is a terrible upgrade. Well, I don't say it's terrible. It's, you know, 1.5 block per energy if the weak doesn't matter. So in terms of block, it's not actually that good. So it's the same as upgrading Survivor. It's +3 block here, but the block efficiency on this upgrade is 3 block for 1 energy. So, you know, we're going to be playing Leg Sweep anyway, but I think we're okay in terms of weak. The double dash threat was from Act 1. Do I regret it? Maybe. It hasn't paid out the same way that I thought it would. But, you know, it was really good for Act 1, so really it's not that bad. Get Happy Flower on 2. Actually, you know what? Maybe Happy Flower on 1 is better because we have Lantern. No, because we have Bottled Acrobatics. Yeah, we have Bottled Acrobatics, so we're going to get a ton of card draw. Changed my mind. Amazing. It is the Fun Eater. Next turn's scary if we throw this defend. I don't really want to play an attack, though, because we need Art of War. So we're currently taking... Wait, how does that work out? So we take 2, 2, then we take 1. Yeah, so we need to play a card here. Catalyst? Use pot. I'm not sure which one I would use. I like both of our potions, and I want to not have to buy a potion in our shop. Like, maybe just want to remove a card. I don't remember what our cost is. 150. Actually, we can't even remove a card. I'd like to get rid of this last strike, but if there's something we want to buy, I'd like to either buy a card or a potion and have that choice. I like the power potion and the duplication potion. Hopefully that works out. Good. Fun Eaters decided to take a turn off. So we're playing 3 cards here. It's going to be Noxious for sure. Probably Bouncing Flask and then Catalyst. We have the other Catalyst in hand. Or we could yeet this Alchemize, because I don't think I'm ever using it. Alright. No Wraith form, unfortunately. I guess we could have seen that. This goes to... Sweet. Right. Another clean fight. We actually healed off that one. Might have healed off of Donu and Deca too. We'll go into the Act 4 elites with full HP. Alright, one more upgrade here. Sadistic Nature is kind of cute for the Act 4 elites. As well as just Bouncing Flask. We've been talking about this Bouncing Flask forever. Let's make one of them say plus at least. With our 143 Spire bucks, unfortunately, we don't have much to do with it. Could take a Panacea for our Wraith form and maybe turn 2 against the Heart. It is, as always, a matter of having to draw a Panacea and whether or not that's worth it. We'll do the 1. We're only on 29 cards. We have a ton of card draw on turn 1. So the fact that we have so much card draw here and energy, I think we can get away with it. Oh. Changes things a little bit. Okay, do we win? Poison goes to 19 with Corpse Explosion. $57, not even close. We have a decent block package this turn with just Piercing Wail. We can also Bouncing Flask first, hoping that it goes over here. What? All 7 went over here. Goes to 96 if we do Corpse Explosion Catalyst. We are so close. No, 97, because Catalyst adds 1. We're so close to just killing. Till then. Oh, you know what? I forgot about Sadistic Nature. I don't think that mattered. So Sadistic Nature might have gotten us... I don't think it got us a kill there. Gingers here can no longer be made weak. Essence of Steel is also here to potentially pair with our Thread and Needle, but I don't think we'll do that, and we don't need any of this. With After Image and Tungsten Rod, we can technically use Cloak and Dagger to stack some decks in the Heart Fight, as long as Speed of Death says 2. Okay. Got 6 energy for next turn with Acrobatics. We are not weak. And we have Piercing Wail. GG. Hey, finally, finally an easy one. We had a few rough ones in there, but this one really came together. It's the full poison package. We kept the deck as thin as possible. 1 hour, 18 minutes, real quick. That was that's kind of the dream right there. Oof. No more 2-hour runs for me. Friendship with 2-hour runs over. 1-hour runs are my best friend now. Yeah, that was clean. As with most things, when you have something that works, better to double down on it than try to make a couple random things work. If I can say anything, it's that not adding more cards here was a huge, huge benefit. Debatably, we didn't need Sadistic Nature. We didn't really need to pick up the Panacea, so this could be seen as a mistake from this shop here. But otherwise it worked out. We took a couple early dashes, early Poison Stab. The first Relic Snecko Skull makes things so much easier, and then we got Happy Flower, Art of War into Runic Pyramid. I mean, this is just amazing. This is, I don't know. Going to 4 energy all the time was also good. We got Bag of Snakes. I mean, this is a quality over quantity situation, and then we didn't bloat the deck, so we could always pull into the combo that actually won. 2 damage Donu and Deca, 0 damage Time Eater, and damage Shield and Spear, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. We hardly took any damage from Elites this entire run. Feeling really, really good about this one. Great.